Howdy, gang, and welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. Thanks for joining me once again. Today, it's time for another edition of the Paizo Preview. This time around, we're going to be taking a look at the releases coming out this month. That's right, September 2024. It is kind of a lighter slate for Paizo Inc., and we have 3 flip mats, as well as the conclusion to the Curtain Call Adventure Path for Pathfinder. So we are going to get stuck in just a second. But I should mention, yes, it is me. I'm wearing glasses. Every once in a while, I take a break from wearing contacts. So I'm just giving my eyes a few days to rest. But it really is me. All right, let's jump on in, because the first thing we're going to be taking a peek at is the Pathfinder Flip-Mat Night Ambush. This carries an MSRP of $19.99, or you can grab it just in PDF alone for $9.99. So let's swing on over to the other camera. I do want to mention that all of the items we're going to take a peek at today were provided by Paizo Inc. But I do also want to point out that neither I nor anyone else affiliated with the Gaming Gang has received any other sort of compensation for me to share this preview with you. These days, it's important you know that. All right, let's get the shrink wrap off here. See what we have got. And of course, these are designed so that you can use dry erase, wet erase, and permanent marker and remove those markers from the flip mat. So here it looks like we've got a wooded area with a camp. And it is 3 panels by 3 panels. So that's that side. And then here looks as if we've got some sort of this is some sort of like a manor house. Got a lot of bedrooms. Quite a lot of bedrooms. Maybe this is supposed to be an inn of some sort. Kind of weird. Pretty nice. Very cool. All right. So that is the Flip-Mat Night Ambush. Then we also will have the Starfinder Flip-Mat Basic Terrain, and this carries an MSRP of $19.99, or you can grab just the PDF alone for $9.99. And as you can see, it does have the new Starfinder trade dress. So let's get the shrink wrap off of this. And I think this just has streets or roads or something on it. Like I said, it's basic terrain. So here it looks like we've got a highway, as well as some curbs, sidewalks. So that's what this looks like. It was upside down. There we go. And then on this side, it's like the interior of something. It's like we've got more walkways. Well, it is certainly basic terrain. I'll tell you that much. So there we go. So that is the Starfinder Flip-Mat Basic Terrain. And then, of course, next up, we have got the Starfinder Flip-Mat Corporate Office. And this carries an MSRP of, once again, $19.99. Or grab the PDF alone just for $9.99. So let's take a peek at this flip mat. And interestingly enough, this has the first edition Starfinder trade dress on it. So what we got on this side here. It's like part of a meeting room, part of a waiting room, bunch of cubicles, some other offices down here. Kind of surprised that these are cut off. Interesting. And then on the other side, ah, the same corporate office destroyed. All right. And as I always like to point out with these flip mats, if you happen to play skirmish level miniatures games, these work perfectly for those as well because of the 5-foot squares and the grid. So very, very nice. All right. Last thing we're going to take a peek at is the eagerly anticipated third and final chapter of the Curtain Call Adventure Path for Pathfinder. This is Adventure Path number 206, Bring the House Down, written by Sen HHS. This carries an MSRP of $29.99, or you can grab the PDF alone for $19.99. Do want to mention this is an adventure, so if you are a Pathfinder player and your game master has picked up Curtain Call, or maybe they're talking about picking up Curtain Call, by all means, I recommend tune out now. Even though I don't really know much about what's in this chapter of the adventure path, there are going to be some spoilers as we flip through, and you certainly don't want any of the surprises of this adventure ruined simply because you were watching this video. All right, let's take a look at the back here. The show must go on. It's almost showtime. After months of preparation, practice, and a few unexpected setbacks, your opera is nearly ready to go. With the premiere only a month away, though, it's no time to relax. There's still plenty of time for things to go wrong and unexpected disaster to strike. Anything is possible when it comes to life in the theater. The Curtain Call Adventure Path concludes with Bring the House Down, a complete adventure for 18th to 20th level characters. That's one of the aspects of Curtain Call. This did start off, if I remember correctly, I think the player characters were 11th level at the beginning of this adventure path. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the credits page, because there were quite a few people who worked very hard to bring this to fruition. So we want to make sure we give them credit where credit is due. So it looks like we've got some maps here. This is broken up into 3 chapters. During the course of this adventure path, all pertinent information about the cities of Kintargo and Vyre are provided in context with the encounters and events that take place. But if you're looking to expand your game's presentation of either city, check out the following. So we have the Lost Omens World Guide. Looks like we've got some adventure paths there as well. Chapter 1, Hell Month. Before he was a god, Jaxter Gorb was a mortal human who would go on in life to possess several faces. His first was that of a bastard, born in 1860 AR to one of Vyre's founding families. When his family suffered one hypocrisy too many, Jaxter donned a second face and triggered the Revolt of Indulgence of 1882 AR, during which the founding families of Vyre were deposed and the first kings and queens of Vyre rose to power. So I will mention that this does have a bit of a tie-in to the War of Immortals mega event, which is taking place in the Pathfinder universe. Pretty cool. That's actually one of the reasons why Paizo Inc. was kind of quiet about providing a lot of information about this adventure path earlier. I thought that was kind of interesting. So as we can see here, just kind of flipping on through, we are in the second chapter, Shards of War. I will take a guess that our final chapter is going to be the show. That's my guess. Oh, that's pretty wild. Reaper of Reputation. the antlers there. Evening Eternal. Once this chapter begins, things move along at a brisk pace. The PCs won't have much time to stop and shop for items, pursue downtime events, or otherwise take their time with the story. So keep that in mind before you have Norgorbird trigger the start of chapter 3. So they should be 20th level at this point. So maybe the show isn't the grand finale. Maybe that's something that's just off screen after this finishes up. So it looks like we might actually have the player characters doing battle with a god. And that's what it looks like. It looks like in curtains, as far as the conclusion, that the player characters will end their adventure as their opera premieres, which has been kind of the underlying thread throughout this adventure path. An opera being produced with their assistants about their exploits. All right, so we've got a history of secrets. So this is looking like this goes into detail about that god. And then our adventure toolbox. That's kind of cool. I like that artwork there. So got some new treasure, new artifacts. It's like another ancestry that we just took a peek at there. And it looks like we're now into our bestiary. Venom Fist. And here are our big bads. Risen Nemesis, Foe from Beyond. And next month, we will see the beginning of an orc-focused adventure path. Sounds kind of interesting. So we will be taking a peek at that in October, and then we'll wrap up with some advertisements. Very nice. As I mentioned, be sure to visit gaminggang.com tomorrow. Sammy's review of Bring the House Down will be up and live on site. All right, that's it for this time out. If you liked the video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already. And if you do subscribe, don't forget, ring that bell. It'll not only let you know when I share videos such as this Paizo preview, it'll also inform you when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, airs Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings right here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all latest in tabletop gaming news, reviews, a whole lot more you will not find on YouTube. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, I'm Jeff McAleer. And until I see you next time, I certainly hope all of you get to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang.